Hello, everyone. Finally, I'm sitting down to make a video that I've been wanting to make for quite some time. And I wanted to especially get it out this month because this June, well, earlier in the month, June 4th, was the 20th anniversary of Canadian icon music artist Avril Lavigne's debut album, Let Go. And so for a little while now, especially since her latest album just came out, which was called Love Sucks in February, which I have reviewed, I have wanted to do a ranking of every single song of Avril's in Tier Maker. And this is going to be a continuing series that I want to do with a lot of different artists. And I felt like she just put out an album. It's been 20 years since Let Go. Let's celebrate that 20-year milestone by doing this ranking. She has now released 7 albums. And so I am going to be using my own designed tier maker chart to be ranking. And of course, this is obviously my own opinion. So it is going to be controversial. That is guaranteed. I highly recommend you use maybe my tier ranker template or your own to do your own ranking. And of course, I'd love to see your thoughts in the comments. Here I am again. This is my tier maker list that I have created. Every Avril Lavigne song up to Love Sucks. And I have 7 categories this time. Usually I only do like 6 categories. This time I decided to make it even more difficult to do this ranking. So I've got 7 categories here. And as you can see, I have made my own little thumbnails for all of the songs. You are going to notice there are some like B-sides and like deluxe tracks that maybe aren't on all streaming services or have been taken down from streaming services, or you could only get as a B-side CD bundle. Things like that. Things that were, of course, never released officially. There might be things that are only on YouTube. You're not going to find them on this list. This list is really all of the Avril Lavigne songs that are on the standard editions of her 7 studio albums, plus any like throwaway singles she put out, like that were official releases. I hope I'm not forgetting anything because, to be completely honest with you, when the Let Go 20th anniversary re-release came out, which she did, she remastered the whole album and she added a bunch of songs that were B-sides from that era. And there were a couple soundtrack songs that were on other soundtracks from that time that I hadn't heard of. So I'm worried there might be a couple other movie soundtracks that she contributed to that I'm not, from other eras, particularly the Under My Skin era. That's a bit of a blind spot for me. So I'm not sure if I'm forgetting something in here that's like an official release that you can find on streaming. I am so sorry. Okay. I just had to get this video made and, I think I have everything, but I'm not sure if everything's there. So going through the categories, let's start at the bottom. We have Tell Me It's Over. So I wanted to use, as I've done in other tier ranking videos before, I want to use song titles or allusions to songs or things from Avril's discography or from her career to kind of illustrate like my feelings on this category. This is gonna have like 1 or 2 songs in it. Like the bottom tier is for the absolute worst of the worst, and I don't like to put a lot of songs in here. The next category is going to be called He Wasn't. And again, another Avril reference. And these songs are also going to be bad, but they're not like the songs that I would never ever want to listen to again. Like they're not like that bad. So then we go up to Forgotten. These are basically songs that like I just don't really have that strong of opinion on. Like they're kind of forgettable. They're not like the worst thing in the world, but they're just songs that kind of are flat or kind of mid, and I just don't find them to be worthy of putting higher on this list. But then in the positive category, I ended up having 4 categories instead of just 3. I put Smile. This is basically for the middle of the road fun songs. Like they're not really anything to phone home about, but they're a fun time. I'll listen to it when it comes on. And then we have Hot. And these songs are, just a step above those other kind of songs like the bops that are just like also, maybe they're great ballads. Like, it's not all going to be upbeat stuff in these categories. Like a lot of the ballads are what I actually really like about Avril's music. It's like more the ballads at the top and the up-tempo ones are kind of at the bottom. But, these songs are just extra spicy. They got that extra, magnetism to them. But then the top 2 categories are like the pristine cream of the crop. We've got rock and roll, and then we have the best damn thing, which I am going to put like only 1 or a handful of songs in this top category as well. These are like the top 3, 4 best songs of her career, and I will always stand them. They're just like the quintessential Avril songs for me. So those are my categories. Without much further ado, let's start going through this. Something I think I'm going to do this time is I'm going to, instead of in my previous ranking videos where I would like not only place a song in a category, but then while I'm placing them in the category, try and like from left to right, you know, from worse, from better to worse, like try and organize them that way. I think I'm going to go back at the end and do that. So that way I'm like just placing them in categories at the beginning. And then at the end, I'll do some rearranging. So that's how I'm going to do this one. So we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to start with Let Go, which, like I said, just got remastered. We're going to start with Losing Grip. And right away, we are starting positive. I think Losing Grip is, honestly, and again, I can see myself changing some of these things, but I think it's definitely a hot. It honestly could go in rock and roll. And this is obviously one of the rockier songs on that record, so it would fit. Do I want to start out extra positive or do I want to be a little harsher? I'm not sure right now. It's always hard with the first one. Every video I say that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in rock and roll. I think this is a killer track, and it's one I wouldn't have appreciated when I was younger, but now I'm so much more into this kind of stuff. Complicated is a great time. To be honest with you, I think it's a bit overrated. Like when everyone talks about like, oh, I love Avril, like that song Complicated. I'm like, that song is the, the happy, like the Pharrell Williams happy of her discography. It's so overplayed, like it's kind of lost a bit of its luster. I think for that reason, I'm going to put it in Smile, which is a bit harsh. Oh, that's a bit harsh. I really shouldn't because it's good lyricism. Like it's a smart pop song. Okay, I'll put it in Hot, but it would be at the low end of Hot. The Skater Boy is definitely hot, and I read it, like I said, right now I'm just going to rank them like this, and then I'll arrange them later, but Skater Boy is definitely hot. Okay, so again, this is a no-brainer. I'm With You is perhaps one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Avril Lavigne song. Kind of like already spoiling the list a little bit at the beginning. I'm With You was the song that really kind of made me want to listen to her older music. Because, I was a little bit young when this album came out. I was 8 years old, so I wasn't listening to pop music at all at this point. I didn't start checking and hearing her music until The Best Damn Thing came out. So this was a song that I heard around that time and just was like, wait a minute, this is next level. So just utterly heartbreaking and so relatable and just like the best chorus of all pop. All kind of like rock pop that you can get. Mobile. Okay, so this is a anthem, I think. Let Go is going to get highly favored in this list. I could seriously see myself putting this one in losing grip in rock and roll. Keep in mind, I think I'm going to put it there. Okay, Unwanted, I'll be honest, this is kind of one of the more forgettable songs on this record, but I don't know if I want to put it in Forgotten. I don't know. I feel like that's a bit harsh, but I do have to also, I'm going to put it in Smile. But, I'll be interested to see how I re-rank these. Tomorrow is with the other kind of weak link. Maybe we'll put this one in Forgotten because I just feel like, if I'm going to put Unwanted here, Tomorrow needs to be below it. Anything But Ordinary is definitely going in Hot. Love that. Things I'll Never Say. Fun Summer Vibes. I'm going to put it in Smile. My World, rock and roll. This one's iconic. Got to put it up there. Nobody's Fool. Do I put it in Hot or do I put it in Smile? I'm going to put it in Smile. I could put it in Hot. That's a difficult one. Too Much to Ask is another one I think I'm going to put in Forgotten. It's just another one that I'm really not that into. And then I suppose my other hot take, Naked could honestly potentially go down here. This is perhaps my least favorite song on Let Go. It's just underwhelming melodically. The lyrics are strong, but I just don't vibe with it as the same way. I kind of consider the album to stop at Too Much to Ask. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is controversial. That's very controversial. Okay. Now I'm going to skip down to the bottom here because at the bottom I added these after. We have these songs that, were supposed to be on Let Go, but they were B-sides. For example, Get Over It. And now that I'm looking at this, I'm noticing that Y isn't here. And I definitely made a thumbnail for it. So I don't know. Should I go back and add it? Can I edit in the middle of ranking? Or is that going to mess up everything? Hold on one sec. Okay, so I just quickly added this in here. So first of all, why? So yeah, the version we get on the reissue is a little bit more produced. There's a little bit more backing to it instrumentally. I love it. It's one of my favorites of the re-releases. You know what? Now that I'm looking at this, I actually might just rank as I go because I'm just like, I don't like just like throwing these in things. I'm going to put it in Smile because I do think these are B-sides for a reason. But let me go through here. I'm happy with this. I'm going to put Nobody's Fool above here. And then I am going to put Skater Boy above Complicated. But I'm also possibly going to put Anything But Ordinary, maybe that in the middle. And then I am going to put My World at the top. There we go. So Get Over It, another one. I think this was a B-side to Skater Boy. And I think that, honestly, since I'm newer to these songs, they're still, like, I like it a little bit more than Y, I suppose. Just a little stronger melody. Okay, so we have Breakaway, which is her cover. Well, this was originally Avril's song. Kelly Clarkson ended up taking it, and I love the Kelly version. So it is tough because if this was an entirely new song I'd never heard before, I would probably be putting it like up here. But I'm going to put it in Hot because it's still a wonderful ballad. It's one of the best songs Avril's written, and it just, was given to another artist to shine with. And I do think that Kelly kind of does make it her own. Like, it's a great track with Kelly's vocals. This has got like that Disney Channel, like Hilary Duff kind of sound to it. I love Makeup, and this was never released officially anywhere until this re-release. So it's a good one. I'm gonna put it probably around here. All right, and then we have Falling Down from the Sweet Home Alabama soundtrack, another song I had not heard until this re-release. So I am going to, I really enjoy it. I am going to put it up, maybe here, right above Makeup. And then this one I'm not as crazy about. This is from American Wedding. Haven't seen either of these movies. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it, I might put it in Forgotten just for now because I've forgotten about it already. Sorry. It's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, that's just what's happening here. Okay. Next we are going to do Under My Skin. Again, what a rocking opener. Just like Losing Grip. Kind of like a dark country sound. But very, very heavy. And I need that in these album openers from Avril. I really do. I don't think it's as strong as Losing Grip. So I'm going to put it in Smile, and I'm going to put it around like with Unwanted. Like it's still good, but I hate to say it, but like we're kind of, Okay, Together. Another controversial opinion, but I have grown to love Under My Skin. I actually, in some ways, this is going to be my album review of it. I've been wanting to review this album on my channel for like a long time. I reviewed Let Go on my channel like 3 years ago, and I have not gotten around to reviewing Under My Skin, and I really wanted to. I unfortunately don't think it's going to end up happening. I just have too many other things I want to film, and it's just fallen out of the wayside. But consider this my review of Under My Skin. Together is my least favorite song on it. I think the melody is kind of lazy. It just doesn't really have like the flow I'm looking for. Like I don't know how to explain again, but like I just you know how I am with melodies, it's hit or miss. So I'm sorry, but Together is gonna go and He Wasn't. It's a bit harsh. I actually might put it below Naked. But don't worry, that's my only really hot take from the entire Under My Skin era album. Did you think that I was something? Don't tell me. This song I have a little bit of a hard time remembering. I think she's got stronger songs, so I'm afraid I am gonna put it in Forgotten. He Wasn't is a smash hit single. This song is iconic for, you know, just the irreverent sort of free spirit that comes out, you know, and the na-na-nas. Like, I just, it's got like a battle cry feel. So it's definitely a smile. I'm gonna put it up here. Okay, how does it feel? This was a song that I heard way before I heard the whole entire Under My Skin album. And this song is honestly, okay, I am probably going to be hesitant to put things in the best damn thing right now. So I am going to put it really high up here in rock and roll, and then we'll see if I end up moving things up. It's just, I don't want to put too many things up here right away. But then again, her first two albums are some of her strongest work, so that wouldn't exactly be a bad thing. In some ways, I honestly could see, okay, maybe it'll go there. Maybe it will go there. I mean, it's so visceral. It is so gutting and raw. I can't get over how she came up with these kinds of songs. There's songs that doesn't really feel like she's very much in the vein of making these days, which is kind of sad. But it's a song only a teenager could make, or like a very jaded young person. My Happy Ending, a little overrated, but it is still a great time. Definitely, no, it's gonna go in hot. But I'm kind of like in the same vein with Complicated. Like it's a good song, it's just a little overrated. Makes me think of the credits to like a Hilary Duff movie. Nobody's Home. Oh, this one is gutting. Okay, this one's going, I think, maybe right below My World. Nobody's Home is the kind of like storytelling that I don't feel like Avril does so much anymore in her music. Because you can't exactly tell if she's singing about herself or someone she knew, or she's just kind of, yeah, like a story that's relatable to a lot of people who, you know, she can relate to it, but it's not distinctly her story. I mean, it could be. It is such a dark story. It's about just like utter hopelessness and, you know, inklings of suicide. It's so dark that, yeah, it's the heaviest that Avril's ever been, I think, in her lyrics. And I don't know, she's so kind of sunshine and beaches and California now that I don't see her ever like making stuff like this again. But it's sad. It's not to say she doesn't have emotional stuff on her newer stuff, but it's just like, I was expecting, you know, when Head Above Water came out and we were getting such, I'm on the brink of death, like what does life mean? Like all these we didn't get a song that was as hitting as this. Like, and I kind of was wanting that. So, and the melody's great. Okay, we've got Forgotten, but don't worry, I don't think I'm going to put Forgotten in the Forgotten namesake. I mean, this is punky and angsty and kind of goth. Okay, maybe it will go with Forgotten, actually. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe it will. I don't know. It's got that haunting kind of uncanny melody. I do love it, but I mean, in the grand scheme of all of her other songs, I'm not sure if it's the shoutiness is like really my style. Who knows what could happen? One thing's true, there's always a brand new day. Love it. Sing song, feel good. Maybe I'll put you up about there. I don't want to fall to pieces. I just want to stare and look at you. So relatable. More so for the lyrics than the melody, but do I like it more than Who Knows? Yeah, I think I do. You know what? I might put it in hot. I don't want to put too many things in Smile. Freak Out. My Chemical Romance vibes. Like hardcore, like electric guitar. Freak Out, Let It Go. Down now. I've forgotten this one. You can tell I'm like not such a punk head. Because I mean, besides Losing Grip, like all the heavy rock stuff is going kind of in the forgotten category, which is like, I like my more whimsical country bop stuff. I don't know what to say. I really, okay, you know what? No, it's gonna go down here. Slipped Away. I'll be honest, yeah, it's a little forgettable. I think it might go down here. And then I Always Get What I Want. Probably my second least favorite song overall. I'm not gonna put it in He Wasn't, but I think I am gonna put it in Forgotten. I'm really sorry. I just didn't. This has got like, yeah, Brit rock feel, like kind of. It's very irreverent, you know, party song. It was on the Princess Diaries 2 soundtrack, but yeah, it's a little forgettable for me. I'm sorry. Moving on, we come to The Best Damn Thing. Okay, all right. So, Girlfriend. Iconic. Definitely going in hot. Do I put it above? I think I'm going to put it below Complicated, but around there. You know, it's silly, but it's fun, and you know, a Barbie pop princess era kind of coming through with a punk edge. It's worth of being in that spot. So I can do better. Avril, I think you can do better. This song, again, is one of the rockier songs on the record, and again, you're going to notice my taste here. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest here, okay? You're all gonna come for me. You all are gonna come for me. But I think it's gonna go down there. It's one of my least favorite songs on that record. Oh dear. Oh dear. Runaway. Got up on the wrong side of bed today, yeah. I'm in a fight with the world and I'm losing. Or winning. I don't know what she said. I can't remember the lyrics. I think we're gonna put you up here. The Best Damn Thing, the title track, it's a strong one. It's a strong one. I'm going to put it up here. You make me so hot. You're so ridiculous. I can barely stop. I can hardly breathe. You make me want to scream. You're so fabulous. You're good, so good to me. Uh-oh. You're so good to me. When You're Gone. Oh, this song is so nostalgic of the summer of 2007 for me. I was listening to this like nonstop. Okay, yes. Rock and roll. Do. Everything Back But You. How does that one go again? This might be the most punk song on the record. Yeah, I respect it. I'm not gonna put the Vanessa Hudgens meme in this. I'm gonna put that in so many videos. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have put it like, I can do better vibes, but I think I like it just a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna put it up here. Innocence. Okay. Innocence. I'm going to put it up here for now. We'll see if I reshuffle some things, but for now, this is one of my favorite ballads of hers. Again, very nostalgic for like early high school, like when I discovered her at that time, and just like the lyrics and the, you know, the apt description of life and happiness and how fleeting it is and how hard it is to chase. Like, I don't know. I want her to make songs like this all the time. And it was something I was missing on Love Sucks for sure.
Oh my God. I can't.
I Don't Have to Try. Again, we're going more feisty. I like this one though. I don't have a problem with it. I think I'll put it like down here. One of Those Girls. A little bit of slut shaming on this one. But you know, we all go through that. We all go through that phase where, you know, artists like put out songs like that, you know. It's a little catty, but we love it. It's got a fun melody. So it's summer vibes. Yeah, I think maybe like right about here. Contagious sounds actually kind of similar to some other songs on this record. I think some of these songs sound a little similar. I'm gonna put it down here. Keep Holding On. Okay, so again, we are dealing with top tier balladry. This was actually attached to the Aragon soundtrack, the really, really wonderful fantasy novel that got a terrible movie adaptation in 2006. This song is probably the best thing to come from it, but then it was also on the record. And this was, funnily enough, one of the first songs I ever bought on iTunes. It was within the first like 5 songs I think I ever purchased on iTunes when I first got my iPod. I was a little late getting an iPod. I know, I was a little bit late. But this song was on repeat constantly for me. Okay, so like, why was Alone a bonus track? Because out of all of the heavy guitar songs on the Best Damn Thing, this is my favorite. Like, I don't want to sound jaded towards heavy guitar stuff and sort of like more party kind of sounding stuff. But you saw my review of Love Sucks, okay? The pop punk thing, it's hit or miss with me with Avril. But Alone is so hot. Alone is so hot. I'm gonna put it like probably like here. This song should have easily swapped out like I Can Do Better or Everything Back But You. Like, I don't. What was the idea? And then we've got another power ballad that was ended up shipped to another artist. I Will Be, the original version is on the deluxe edition. And Leona Lewis, love her, British X Factor pop sensation. She's sort of like the British Kelly Clarkson in a way. She really took this song and made it her own, and I love her version. But hearing Avril's even more sort of stripped back and emotional delivery on this one, chef's kiss. It's a fan. It's going in hot. Again, you know, it's going to go right next to Breakaway, except I'm going to put it above Breakaway because I think this is a stronger song even over Breakaway. I Will Be is top tier songwriting. Like, if you can make ballads like that, like, it is a bit generic lyrically, but it sounds like it's been made by like a factory of pop hit makers. But give it to Celine, give it to Avril, give it to Kelly, give it to Leona. They will make it a hit. Okay, moving on, we have the underrated album Goodbye Lullaby from 2011. A lot of people kind of forget about this album, and personally, it gets a lot of hate for reasons I don't understand. Maybe because it's her least rock and roll album. That's probably why I like it so much. This is her most kind of singer-songwriter, kind of more country folk record. And so people probably were just like, we want something a little bit more heavy. Black Star is an interlude. It would be great if it was longer. I'm going to put it in Smile. I'm kind of just going to put it like right about in the middle here. Now, What the Hell is kind of stupid generic. I think this is a Dr. Luke song. So, I mean, maybe I should be a little harsh on this one because it's very kind of like trying to be Girlfriend, but not nearly as iconic. It's a bit lackluster. So yeah, I might put it down at the very bottom of Smile. I almost could put it in Forgotten. I'll at least put it at the bottom of Smile for now. Okay, but then we pick things up with Push. This has like just such pining, kind of melancholic energy. Love it. Wish You Were Here, okay. Iconic. It's going up here for sure. Wish You Were Here and When You Were Gone, like, I fight with which one is better. These two ballads are, you know, I'm not putting them in the Best Damn Thing because I'm being a bit selective, but Wish You Were Here, damn, that's a good song. Damn, I wish you were here. Yeah, it's a good one. Now, Smile is definitely stronger than What the Hell. So I'm going to put Smile in Smile. I'm going to put it pretty high up. I think I'm going to put it maybe below. No, I'm going to put it above He Wasn't. It's silly and cheesy, but it's also just a good song. It's a good melody. It's a hook. Stop Standing There. One of my less favorite songs on this record. There's two songs that I kind of don't really have much of affinity for, and I think that this is one of them, so I think I might put it down here. I Love You. This one's going in hot. Probably I mean, look, this is sort of like Christina Perri. Um, it's a bit like super girly and kind of like aged down for Avril at the age she was putting this album out. But I don't care. It's just like an unabashed love song with a great melody and hook. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna fault her for putting out like kind of simple songs like that. Everybody Hurts. This one is not only super relatable, but this one also has some of the best vocal breakdowns, like vocal kind of layering, haunting harmonies, like so just some really great overall production, really great overall ambiance, kind of country tinged, but like also it's dark. It feels like it's got the energy of her older stuff. So I'm gonna put it in rock and roll. I'm gonna put it probably like around here. It's a strong one for sure. Not Enough is okay. I'm gonna put it perhaps maybe right below What the Hell. No, I'll put it above What the Hell. For Real, It's a Smile. Maybe one around there. It's a nice kind of melancholic, kind of whimsical melody. It's very light. Darlin'. Okay, so this one is my other least favorite. In fact, it might be my least favorite on this record. This song feels like it could do more for me. It's a bit forgettable. So I'm going to put it in Forgotten. And then Remember When. Remember When is a really sweet bonus track. I love this song. I do think, however, it's similar in the verses melodically to Stop Standing There. And I can't like get that out of my head, but I actually prefer it to Stop Standing There. So I'm actually going to put Remember When like around here. Maybe you put it above Freak Out. Yeah, it's a nice melody. It's a sweet song, but it definitely kind of melodically riffs off some of other songs in the record. And then we have Goodbye. Goodbye, Brown Eyes, Sunshine. Like this song is just, this sends us off on such a bittersweet note. Definition of a smile. Yeah, I think I'll put it around here. And then Alice. This was for the Alice in Wonderland movie, the Tim Burton movie. I definitely think that the shorter version that you get on the Alice soundtrack is better suited for this song. The version we get on this album is extended, and maybe it just drags on a little too long for me because I really love the verses and the sort of crispness of the vocal and the haunting kind of piano. But then when we crash with the guitars, it gets a little muddy for me. So I think that the melody kind of overstays its welcome. So I'm still going to put it in Smile, but, you know, it could have been, I don't know. Yeah, it's middle of the road for me at the end of the day. I was vibing with it. I was vibing with it. It's one of her better soundtrack songs for sure. Okay, now we come to the self-titled era, which in my opinion, yeah, it was a bit rough for being an Avril Lavigne fan. It's a real mixed bag of a record, and I go back and forth on like whether I think it's her worst album. Well, maybe that's changed now because I mean, I have a hot take about Love Sucks, but anyway, rock and roll, first of all, I mean, I made that category for this song. Rock and roll is rock and roll. I mean, I'm going to put it at the bottom of it. Am I? Maybe I'll put it above Losing Grip. No, that doesn't seem right. Rock and roll definitely deserves to be in the rock and roll category. It's a strong entry. It's one of her best, more recent pop singles. Whereas Here's to Never Growing Up, which was the actual lead single, is slightly more forgettable. And with time, I feel like it's actually sort of maybe like I could honestly see it going in the forgotten category. It's not that bad, is it? Am I being a bit harsh there? By the way, I still have not put anything in this category. Trust me. There's a song or two that's going down there. I can guarantee it. Yeah, I'm going to be rearranging stuff. 17 is sweet. It's definitely like middle of the road. I'm going to put it right in the middle here. Bitch in Summer, I mean, yeah, it's a fun time. Let Me Go. Okay, one of the strongest songs on this record for sure. Definitely going up in hot. Actually, I might put it right at the top here with Chad Kroeger. Wonderful power ballad. And Give You What You Like. This is like a haunting kind of cabin by the fireside kind of rendition of a song that's still kind of fun and whimsical. this song is kind of brilliant. This song is kind of brilliant. So I'm going to put it pretty high up here. Yeah, I could see it going like maybe right there. Okay, Bad Girl is going and Tell Me It's Over. Okay, and there's another reason why it's going there. I don't feel so bad now. It's because of the Marilyn Manson collab with the sexual assault allegations that have come out against him. I think Avril's a little bit regret, like why did I put that song out? Yeah, were we asking for a Marilyn Manson collab with her? No. So Bad Girl definitely is going in this category, and at least I feel like most Avril Lavigne fans are probably going to put it there as well, at least because of that reason. Like, we can't support it. It's also just, it ain't it for me. It ain't it for me. But Hello Kitty, everyone loves to dunk on this one. Look, when it first came out, I would be lying if I said I wasn't bopping to it. This song is a real left field kind of thing for her to do. And was the music video in poor taste? And overall, was it a bit of a joke? Like, was she kind of asking to be ridiculed by it? Probably. It hasn't aged well. But you know what? Like, when I kind of respect her for still putting it out. Like, you gotta take risks. And Avril's career, kind of needed that. I don't know. Like, this definitely kind of has like somewhat more of a Madonna kind of Lady Gaga, like she was trying to do that and it didn't exactly work, but I give her props for trying. And so for that reason, to be completely honest with you, I mean, it probably should go in Forgotten because it's still not very strong, but it's not going to go as low as some people might put it. Like maybe I'd put it like here, which I don't know, that might be controversial because some people might, maybe that is a bit high for it. Maybe that is a bit high. Here, is that, okay. We'll put it there. We'll put it there. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. This is definition of forgettable. Definitely not that much to phone home about here. And then we have Sippin' on Sunshine. Yeah, I don't know what about, actually, I think this song's worse than Hello Kitty. Hello Heartache is another one I'm just kind of like, unfortunately the latter half of this record is just a little bit, but then we have two songs that kind of redeem themselves. So we've got Falling Fast, which I think is a wonderful sort of a light on its feet, kind of whimsical, stripped back ballad that it's just fireside Avril. Like it's a bit scrappy and it feels young, it feels earnest, and so I'm going to put it pretty high for that reason. And then we have Hush Hush. This song is so melancholic, such a wonderful melody, great piano chords, just like, yeah, it's sugary sweet. I don't know how to explain it, but a great use of her, her backing vocals kind of carry this melody really strong, and her voice is just so emotionally charged. Like, I don't know. Some people might think of it as kind of like a stale retread of previous ballads, but I feel the heart. I feel the heart on this one. And so it might be one of my favorites. I mean, obviously Rock and Roll and Let Me Go, I have just a smidge ahead of it, but it's definitely one of the standouts from that record. Now, this song I completely forgot about. It was released in 2015 and it's called Fly. And this was, oh, by the way, there was a cover of How You Remind Me by Nickelback on the deluxe edition of Avril's self-titled. I chose not to put it in here. I mean, it's a cover. I did put I Will Be and Breakaway, but the difference is those were originally Avril songs that were shipped to another artist. How You Remind Me is just a cover she did to attach onto a deluxe because she was married to Chad at the time. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's actually a really great version. It's very like, it's kind of muted. It's a little more down tempo. It's a really great version, but the piano, her vocals are beautiful on that. But Fly, I don't know. I don't find the chorus as soaring as it should be. Like, talk about like, she has some soaring choruses. Fly is a little forgettable for me. So I think I might put it kind of around here. Might be a bit of a hot take, but this one, the verses definitely were a little stronger. The bridge is really strong. But the ultimate like chorus of it is just kind of, yeah, it's just a little generic for me. And obviously, like the lyrical content is very generic. Like this inspirational stuff she does a lot of now, and it just doesn't feel as authentic as when she was doing like the Nobody's Home, how does it feel kind of stuff, which felt like a little bit more personal. This just feels a little bit more like, corporate washed, kind of like put a pride flag on a bank, like it doesn't feel, I'm not saying, she was coming from a hard period of her life. This was right around the Lyme disease era, and she put this song out to kind of show how resilient she was in that period. And I think it's great for that. It's just, I lyrically don't feel like it's as gutting. Now we move to Head Above Water, the album that I wanted so much from. I was so high expectation about this record. I do think the title track is pretty strong. I am going to put it pretty high up here. And then Birdie is one of the other highlights. Birdie, no, I think Birdie could go just a little bit below Head Above Water, like around here. And then I Fell in Love with the Devil is also strong. I don't think that this song definitely deserves to be too low, but it's, not super high on my list. Tell Me It's Over, I think is definitely more in the forgettable side of things. Dumb Blonde. Okay, so this one's a little hard for me. I actually think that when it came out, I was 100% here for it. Again, this is her trying to sort of chase the pop punk princess of her past eras. It does not fit at all on this record. I have reviewed Head Above Water on my channel. It has Nicki Minaj on it, which is kind of iconic. A lot of people would probably want to put it like down here, but for me personally, I think actually I might put it in Smile, but that seems sacrilegious, so I think I will put it in Forgotten, but I don't know, there's something about it. Like, there's something about the sing-songy cheerleader chorus that, like, I don't know, maybe it's just the nostalgia that's so baked into it, and you're not supposed to take this song seriously, like, but it really didn't belong on this record. It really belonged more on her self-titled, but it is what it is. Now, It Was In Me. Okay. We are going all the way up here. It Was In Me was the song that, Fly should have been. Because talk about a soaring melody. High piercing vocals. Really, like, belting, powerful, emotive energy. So this feels a little bit more personal. Lyrics are still on the generic side, but you know what? It's fine. It Was In Me is doing what I needed this album to do, and I'm so glad it's there. I'm just so bummed we never got a music video. You know what? Souvenir, people shit on this song. Honestly, I don't think it's nearly as bad. It's her country song. It's her, nod to her sort of country roots. And I think it's really breezy and fun. Like, it's kind of Colby Kaye. I don't know why people knock it so much. I'm putting it up here. Well, okay, you know what? No. I thought I got my categories confused. I'm going to put it like around in the middle here. Whereas Crush, yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. Okay. So another He Wasn't moment is definitely going to go to Goddess. Yeah, Goddess is just a little painful. I don't think that her voice is, I don't know. It's just, it's kind of like shouty, but it's like meant to be fireside. Melody's just not hitting right. It's not that strong for me. So yeah, Goddess is probably I'm gonna put it below Together. Okay, so then Bigger Wow. Probably going to go in He Wasn't as well. This song is, it just, I don't know why these songs were put on the record. Like, we don't need these B-sides to her self-titled. Like, this poppy kind of like meant to be summertime stuff. It just doesn't fit the, aesthetic of the record, and it just doesn't do anything for me. Love Me Insane is just a smidge stronger because I like the orchestration. I like the sort of lightness of the bridge. Like, and if I fall down, will you catch me? Dun, 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 dun. Like the strings kind of elevate. So I'm going to put it in Forgotten. It's not as bad, but the chorus is not good. And then Warrior, very dime a dozen. Again, I'm getting Fly vibes. Yeah, so I don't know. I might have to put it like down here. Um, okay. The final album that she's put out, her most recent. Keep in mind, I do not have the Mod Sun collab Flames because that was a Mod Sun song. So it's not an Avril song. She just was a feature on that one. So yeah, unfortunately, you've seen my Love Sucks review. You know what's coming. This one's gonna be a little brutal. Cannonball is fine. Cannonball is fine. You know, I'll put it like maybe down here. Bite Me is strong. Okay, Bite Me is strong. I almost could put Bite Me in hot, but yeah, you know what? I'll put it in hot. I'll give it that. Boys Lie with Machine Gun Kelly. Okay, people hate on this one. I actually don't think it's that bad. I think it's one of the stronger melodies on the record, and they pair well together vocally. I don't have a problem with it. Love It When You Hate Me. Another fun, you know, sort of mid 2000s, you know, Disney Channel movie soundtrack song. Like, I can't fault it. It's just fun. It's confetti. It's like punk edge. It's fine. It's perfectly fine, kind of middle of the road. But then we have Love Sucks, and I'm just like, this song doesn't exactly do it for me. So I'm going to put it in Forgotten. Kiss Me Like the World is Ending, not crazy about the chorus, love the verses. Gonna put it down here. Deja Vu, not a bad song, one of the stronger ones. F You, okay. Might be one of my least favorite songs on the record. Like, I honestly kind of want to put it in Tell Me It's Over, because I just can't with this song. I'm sorry. It's just so generic for where she is, the slight alteration on her voice. Like, it just is, I just can't with it. I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm sorry. It's not for me. It's not for me. Not for me. And then All I Wanted, this has got a bit of an anthemic melody. I could see it doing really well with like crowds. It's not for me. It's not for me, but I won't like shit on it completely here. Avalanche is strong. Avalanche is strong. So maybe I'll put it like up here. Dare to Love Me is really disappointing. Again, it just doesn't do it for me. And I think what's so disappointing is the potential. That's why I'm putting in He Wasn't, because it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, and it wasn't. And that hurts. Otherwise, I'd put it in Forgotten. But this song is not necessarily forgettable. It's just so lackluster for me for the power ballad of the record. And it's so half-baked, and I really want more from her. I want more from her lyrically. I want more vulnerability. It's there, but it's so skin deep. Like, I just don't feel it. I'm sorry. And then, yeah, Break of a Heartache is again going to be another He Wasn't. This one could honestly go and Tell Me It's Over. I mean, it's so short that it's like, what's the point? It's just an outro. And just a whirlwind of guitar, which, yeah, again, you like the guitar, but I'm here for Avril's vocals. And I'm here for slightly more of the, you know, almost like I say in the Love Sucks review, almost the more of the country direction, the folk singer-songwriter direction. But that's not to say I don't love some of the pop. So overall, how are we feeling? I'm definitely feeling good about these two being my least favorite. I mean, again, these songs really don't do it for me either, but I think I'm okay with the listing here. I might just put Bigger Wow above there, and then, yeah, there. And then overall here, I might move Hello Kitty up just a smidge. But this Forgotten category is, I think, pretty... I think I'm pretty happy with how this is shaping up. I mean, again, I could spend forever going through this. From Smile, we have the most here. And it's most of her safe, fun, kind of like easy breezy stuff. I feel pretty good about where things stack up here. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty happy with how this is stacking up. And then we have Hot. And, you know, I mean, again, I feel pretty good about maybe I'll move Bite Me up just a bit, just give it a little bit more love. But I'm feeling pretty good about where things stand here. Maybe I will put Skater Boy above Let Me Go, just because how iconic it is. And then maybe I Love You will go just a little bit further down. And then we have Rock and Roll. And how many songs do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I put 10 up here? Wow, that's perfect. Honestly, I feel pretty good about where these songs are placed. Ultimately, out of all of these, I think my favorite is still My World, though I don't know. It was in me and nobody's home. It's tough. These could easily be all like interchangeably at the top here. But you know, once you get to the top 15, like 10, it's just, they're all good. Like I can't really. And then I do feel pretty good about The Best Damn Thing having these 4 songs. I feel like, I don't know. I feel pretty good about it. I might move Keep Holding On and might actually move it down here. But overall, I feel pretty good about this. I mean, again, you know, I could move one of these up here just to give it a top 5. Okay, you know what? I am going to switch some things around. I almost want to put Wish You Were Here in The Best Damn Thing. I don't know. This is so hard. This is so hard. But I actually am going to... I'm going to do something kind of bold here. I am going to actually move these 2 over, and I think I might put... I'm kind of like putting songs that give me similar vibes together, because that's just the only way I can do this. And then I might put Mobile above My World. Okay, I'm feeling better about this. I don't know. This is my list. How do you feel? My favorite ultimately is I'm With You. I knew that going into this list. Like, that was an obvious one. But, you know, let me know your thoughts. I know this is probably controversial to some people because, like I said, I did sort of, the pop punk stuff is a little bit more buried down there. But that's just my taste. I'm sorry. Let me know your thoughts if you were to rank Avril least favorite, most favorite songs. And remember, this is just my opinion. I will do this with plenty more artists coming up. Don't you worry. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give this a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new here for more tier ranking content and album reviews. I will also link in the description my review of the 3 album reviews I have done of Avril. So I reviewed Let Go, and I've reviewed Head Above Water, and I've reviewed Love Sucks. And then I also will link a top 10 Avril Lavigne video song I made like 4 years ago. That is probably like mostly kind of what you see in the top here, but it was obviously before Head Above Water came out. So I'll link that in the description as well. You know what? I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to put When You're Gone in Rock and Roll. I'm going to put this in the top. And I'm actually going to put it above Keep Holding On. Okay, there we go. All right, I put 5 in the top 5. I don't know. I'm gonna keep fiddling with it, and I'm probably gonna want to change this as I go forward. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Peace, love, and light. Bye.